Okay guys, interesting story today, a true story. It's about money, lots of it. It's about a beautiful woman, and it's about one particular billionaire that worked with us.
But before we tell you this fabulous story, we would like to invite you to our meetup in Chicago. So in May 2025, we went to New York. It was great. We were very happy to meet 16 guys there. But some of the guys said, like, Luba, we don't really want to go to New York. Maybe you will come somewhere else. So we decided, like, we did the rule and choose Chicago. In October 10th, we're gonna meet with you in Chicago. All the description in the link below. We're gonna have a coaching session there. We're gonna speak about dating. We're gonna answer your questions. We're gonna have Ukrainian lunch together and professional photo shoot. And also will be some fun surprise event that we're gonna have at the end. So if you're interested, please subscribe, apply, and we're gonna see you there. So what happened to the Billionaire?
So where do we start on this one? So, you know, Luba works, we work with a lot of Western matchmakers now. So we're growing, it's growing, and more and more Western matchmakers are contacting us to help us, or to see if, you know, there are options there for their clients.
They're getting more interested in Slavic ladies also.
Yeah.
So because we have a very big database at the moment, like one of the largest, they are reaching out to us and saying, like, can you match our client?
Our fussy client.
Yeah.
Our fussy client who wants particular things. Maybe it's a large age gap, we don't know. But usually it's a large age gap.
Yeah, but
Okay. So anyway, and when they realize that they can't service this client, they may reach out to us and say, hey, look, you know, can you guys help us out on this one? I guess they assume that because, you know, they're Ukrainian, maybe the larger age gap, which can happen, you know, and maybe should be much younger, much hotter, and all that sort of stuff. There's a stereotype around about that, you know, and so we kind of go with the flow on this one, and we sort of just try and figure it out as we go.
I want to say that most of the clients of these matchmakers, I guess it's because, like, the price for the matchmaking starting from 50,000 are pretty wealthy guys, I would say. I will put it this way. But this particular request a little bit blew my mind, because this guy is, like, extremely rich, like super rich, right?
They said billionaire.
Yeah, so he's like extremely rich. And he's 69 years old, but extremely rich. And I called Striker and said, listen, like, here is this request, like, what should I do? And Striker said, you know, it's interesting, because in comments we usually hear that, you know, oh, if the guy is, like, rich, he can get any woman, any hot woman. And one thing that I don't really like about collaboration, I will be honest, is because, like this, they send us clients only when they can't match it, like, anyhow, right? So it's not that it's like a first choice, it's our agency. It's like they try to do it within their agency, and if they can't, they reaching out.
Yeah, I think passing a billionaire client on to us is kind of like an admission of defeat. But if the client is so adamant that he wants to have this large age gap with a very beautiful woman, and a Western woman is like, no thanks, I ain't down for that, then maybe they think, okay, well, what other options is there to keep the client happy, because he's paid us, you know, maybe 100,000, maybe who knows how much they pay.
Yeah, but what is interesting, like in the comments, guys say, yeah, so if the guy is billionaire, it's all about money. It's all about money. Any woman would be with him. I will repeat that. So, and we also kind of, we wanted to try it. We wanted to test it. I was, you know, nowadays everything changed. So I can't be 100% certain of something unless I do either a poll, I ask on my social media about something, because we have very interesting requests these days, you know, virgin, not virgin, these, like the different things. And now it's not only my opinion, it's opinion of 4,000 ladies on my social media that can give me honest advice and opinion what they think. So, and I said, Striker, should I work on that? He said, yeah, why not? And we have a special database for those agencies where I say, you know what, you know this client better, so you choose the ladies that you want, and I will present. So I will repeat, he's 69 years old. They didn't choose anyone in 20s.
Can I just kind of explain, like, so, because you can think of a 69-year-old billionaire who's taken care of himself his whole life. You know, he's on the yacht with the white shirt on and the brown loafers, and he's absolutely just like prioritized his looks as well, and he just has that smell of money, that look of money. This guy was kind of like that, but you know when sometimes you go to a beach town somewhere and you can see kind of older people in their 60s and 70s, very active, but you know they've been in the sun their entire life, right? They look like an old twisted catcher's mitt, unfortunately, but they've just completely just been in the sun for a lot.
And also,
so he looked like
he
that.
was drinking a lot, like because his nose and like he was like
he likes a bit of the old
Yeah, yeah, and all of his pictures, like, of course, they didn't like. We asked guys to present pictures with their hobbies and everything. Almost all of his pictures, there was about like 10, 15 pictures, were all with some alcohol in hands. And yeah, very interesting case. I didn't, to be honest, felt very comfortable like taking, but I decided, okay, but if the guy is like stupidly rich, like what my girls will reply. So I allowed this agency to pick the ladies. I didn't want to, like, there's so many ladies, how can I choose for him? And I don't know this guy. So I asked this agency to send me ID numbers of the ladies that they like. The same as you guys, our clients, can see our database. They sent me 15 ladies to start off. And the ladies weren't like in their 20s. They weren't even in their 30s. Like there was like ladies, I mean, late 30s, early 40s. So the age gap would be like 30 years. Guys, how do you think? How many ladies agreed to talk to the guy,
To the billionaire,
that is not hiding that, not like showing like modest pictures and like,
He understands. I'll just say he understands. I'm a billionaire. I should have a younger woman. Like absolutely. Like you go for it. And my view on this was if he came to us, we would have said no, we can't help you. But this was kind of like an exceptional case where he was coming from someone else. We didn't really have to deal with him. We were just doing some research. And what I was wanting to see is like who would come out of the woodworks for the treat. Right? What mouse would poke its head out and take the cheese? And
to my huge surprise, to be honest, I even been surprised because he's not ugly, I would say. He's not like, He doesn't have any disabilities. He doesn't have like,
he's not overweight.
He's not overweight. He's active. But nobody wanted a 30 plus years age gap.
With a billionaire.
Even with a guy who can buy them islands, who can buy them anything. And this agency was not like, he understands like that he's older and he wants younger. And he was like throwing that there, saying like anything, like literally anything she wants. Guys, 15 ladies, any single lady said yes.
Yeah.
I was surprised, but pleasantly surprised probably, because I always felt it. And yes, is there a lady like that somewhere? Of course
there's
but
women
not in our database. And that made me so proud and so happy, because when I were asking, I, to be honest, even was a little bit like, not pushy, but I was kind of like convincing. So, maybe you will talk to him, he may be a good guy, he's very active, he doesn't look his age. No, the answer were no.
It's interesting that these are the thoughts that I was having. So, I mean, he could easily find sort of like an escorty type model that would travel on it, because he had that big boat. He could travel with him. He could get a few of them and they could just, be around him. But he's got caught in the middle. So he's looking for that, this woman.
But real.
But a real loving relationship that has some real desire for him, that wants to, have sex with him or, really, really care about him. Like when he gets old, she's going to be there helping him. That's what he wants, and so that's why he's paying the matchmaker. But it's caught in the two realms of like disillusion and what reality is. So it's really interesting to kind of see this. And it also, I've said it so many times for the guys in the comments who say, or who believe, not just in the comments, but who believe, and probably I was like that too many years ago, but who believe that as long as you've got money, nothing else matters. It's absolutely not true. And the thing is about that if you do think that, if you think, sometimes I'll say, what are the 3 things women want in a relationship? Or sometimes it's even the copy on the title on a video, and people just write straight away money without watching it. And it's interesting because what it tells me about those 2 things, and think about it, if that's what you truly believe, is that if you had money, right, you would understand that money is not giving you everything, because you can have money and women are still saying not interested, not sleeping with you, not being affectionate towards you. If you had money, you would then realize that, hey, this isn't the be all and end all. I thought if I had money, my life would be women everywhere. So you would realize that. So what does it say? It says, okay, you don't have enough money yet. And the problem that you've got now is that because you don't have any money, that's what it's saying is that you don't have any money. You also don't have any women as well, because if you didn't have any money, but you have women, you'll say, I don't have any money, but I've got women. So what you're actually saying is that I don't have any woman at all, and I believe it's because I'm not rich. So it's 2 things. You have no woman, and you don't have any money. So if you were to try and internalize why you think that, take a look at yourself first and go, hang on, what do I need to do? How do I need to be realistic about this? Do I need some more charisma, some more charm? Where do I need to go? Do I need to take a look at myself and fix a few things up a bit, so I can maintain myself? Whatever it is. But this experiment that we did here completely confirms it, Right?
Absolutely.
If for a legitimate woman, not a woman on Instagram with her ass out who's getting flown out to Dubai or whatever. Or
No, it was literally from the ladies from our database. So I can't say that this is impossible, but I was very surprised, but very pleasantly surprised that this is not happening to our database. So if you guys thinking of using a proper matchmaker with a legit database, don't hesitate to book a call in the description, and we see you in the next one.
Yeah, put your thoughts in the comments about this crazy story. See ya.